This is Kelly Donaghy, Commercial Manager for AVO Diagnostic Services. Today, I would like to present an instruction on how to complete our AVO Diagnostic Services sample data sheet. A sample data sheet needs to be submitted with each of your individual oil samples that are sent to our laboratory. The information helps our sample technicians identify your account, create your equipment into our system, and confirm the analysis that you require of your oil samples. You can find the sample data sheet for each of our laboratory locations on our website at avodiagnostics.com, and you can download the form in a Word or a PDF format. You can also reach out to your primary laboratory or customer service, and we can email a copy of the most up-to-date version. It is important to identify your company and the address associated with your account. If you know your customer number or your client code, this is also very helpful for our lab personnel. Please also add a contact name with a phone number and email address in case the lab technicians have a question about your samples. Should your company require a PO or job number for payment, this information is required to process your order. If you wish to pay by credit card, please contact the laboratory at the top of the sheet, and the lab technician can take your credit card information. If you have any special requests, you can add a note here. AVO Diagnostic Services offers a routine turnaround time of 10 business days for delivery of your test reports. Should you require expedited service, please add the date that you need your results, since we have several options for rush service. This allows our lab technicians to process your order on time. If you write ASAP, we will need to contact you to confirm delivery, and this may delay your results. It is also important to add the date that you took your sample and to identify each sample by adding the syringe barcode as well as the bottle ID, so that our lab technician can easily distinguish which sample belongs to which piece of equipment. It is important to complete the equipment section of this form so that our lab technician can create the right type of equipment as well as identify where the sample was taken from. The serial number for each piece of equipment is required, as this is how we identify your equipment and all associated historical data in our system. By adding the equipment's location, such as the name of the site or building, as well as adding your equipment ID, this will further identify your equipment in your test report and in our customer portal. Under the sample box, please identify the type of fluid that we are testing and the state of the equipment from which the sample was taken. We also require that you complete all of the nameplate data on your equipment, such as the manufacturer, the age of the transformer, and kVA information, as well as noting the temperature of the oil, as this will give you the most accurate diagnostics in your test report. If this information is missing, it can change key diagnostics that are important to determining the health of your transformer. If you are sending samples for equipment already created in our system, you only need to add the equipment serial number and information on your sample fluid. We do not change your equipment once the lab has created it into our system. AVO Diagnostic Services offers many transformer test packages depending on the fluid type. You can choose one of our test packages, or you can choose the individual test that your company or customer requires. You can also choose an AVO package and add additional tests. AVO Diagnostic Services requires our customers to submit their DGA samples in a glass syringe. For our basic and enhanced test packages, you will need a glass syringe as well as a full 1-liter bottle of oil. The comprehensive test packages require a glass syringe and 2 full bottles of oil. Please ship your samples to the address at the top of the sample data sheet and be sure to pack your samples to prevent damage during shipping. Do not tape the bottles as this can compromise your sample. If you need sampling supplies to submit your samples to an AVO Diagnostic Services laboratory, please reach out to the laboratory at the top of the sheet and we can send our glass syringes as part of our loan program. We also provide plastic bottles at no cost. Please remember to complete and include an AVO Diagnostic Services sample data sheet for every sample that you send to our laboratory.